Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Nur Syafaidina binti Razali from Tesoto. Salam sejahtera to the respected lecturer, Dr. Rizhanani binti Umar, and everyone. Let me begin with a simple question. What makes education truly meaningful? Is it just about achieving excellent academic results, or is it about shaping individuals who are balanced, ethical, and capable of contributing to the society? In today's rapidly changing world, education must go beyond textbooks. It must prepare students not only with knowledge, but also with values, skills, and the ability to face real-life challenges. Therefore, in this presentation, I will discuss the topic Aspiration and Direction of Malaysian Education, Shaping a Teacher as an Educator. This presentation focuses on two main areas. Topic 4, Aspiration and Direction of Education, and Topic 5, Teacher as an Educator. Through these topics, I will explain how the national education system provides a clear direction and how teachers play a crucial role in bringing that vision into reality. In addition, this presentation is aligned with the concept of meaningful learning pedagogical capacity, which is KPPB, which emphasizes the importance of passionate educators in creating dynamic and meaningful learning experiences. So, let us explore how the aspiration of education and the role of teachers are interconnected in shaping the future of our nation. Let's start. Now, let us move on to topic 4, which is the aspiration and direction of education in Malaysia. Education in Malaysia is not something that happens randomly or without planning. In fact, it is carefully guided by a clear philosophy and a structured national plan to ensure that every student develops holistically and is well prepared for future challenges. The direction of education in Malaysia is mainly guided by two important foundations, which are the Falsafah Pendidikan Kebangsaan, also known as FPK, and the Pelan Pembangunan Pendidikan Malaysia, or PPPN. First, I will explain the Falsafah Pendidikan Kebangsaan. The FPK is the core philosophy that shapes the entire education system in Malaysia. It emphasizes that education is a continuous process, which means learning does not stop in school, but it continues throughout life. More importantly, the FPK focuses on developing individuals in a holistic and also integrated manner. This includes intellectual, emotional, spiritual, and physical development. In other words, education is not only about producing students who are academically excellent, but it is also individuals who have strong moral values, good character, and a balanced personality. For example, a student who achieves excellent academic results but lacks discipline, respect, or responsibility cannot be considered a fully successful outcome of education. Therefore, the FPK ensures that students are not only knowledgeable, but also responsible, ethical, and also capable of contributing positively to the society. This clearly shows that the ultimate goal of education in Malaysia is to produce well-rounded individuals, not just high achievers in examinations. Next, I will explain the Pelan Pembangunan Pendidikan Malaysia, or PPPM. This plan provides a long-term direction for improving the quality of education in Malaysia. PPPM also outlines 6 important student aspirations. These include knowledge, thinking skills, leadership skills, bilingual proficiency, ethics and spirituality, and national identity. This means that students are expected not only to gain knowledge, but they also have to develop the ability to think critically, communicate effectively, and lead responsibly. At the same time, they must uphold strong moral values and maintain a sense of identity as Malaysians. This clearly shows that the education system is designed to prepare students for real-life challenges, not just for academic success. Another important aspect of the PPM is the transformation of the education system, which includes improving teacher quality, strengthening school leadership, and integrating information and communication on technology or ICT into education. This is very important because in today's digital era, technology plays a crucial role in enhancing teaching and also learning. Teachers are now expected to use digital tools to create more engaging and interactive learning experiences. Now, let us look at the implication of these aspirations and directions of education. Firstly, for students, the learning process has shifted from being passive to active. Students now are no longer expected to just listen and memorize, but they are encouraged to think critically and ask questions and also participate actively in their learning. This helps them develop creativity and problem-solving skills, which are essential in the 21st century. Secondly, for teachers, their role has changed significantly. Teachers now are no longer just providers of knowledge, but they also act as facilitators who guide and support students in their learning process. This means that teachers must be more innovative, flexible, and be able to use digital tools effectively in their learning. They also need to continuously improve their skills to meet the changing demands of education. Thirdly, for schools, there is a shift towards student-centered learning. Schools now are encouraged to create learning environment that promotes collaboration, creativity, and the use of digital resources. This helps make learning more meaningful and engaging for students. Finally, for the education system as a whole, there is a need for continuous improvement. This includes providing ongoing training for teachers, improving the curriculum, and ensuring that education remains relevant to current and future needs. At this point, we can also clearly see how this topic is closely related to the concept of meaningful learning pedagogical capacity or KPPP. The direction of education in Malaysia supports elements such as citizenship, where students are prepared to face real-world challenges. Communications, where students express ideas clearly, and critical thinking and creativity, where students are encouraged to think deeply and innovatively. In addition, the use of digital technology, which is part of LD3, plays an important role in enhancing learning and making it more engaging. In conclusion, for this part, the aspirations and direction of education in Malaysia provide a strong foundation for developing holistic individuals and improving the quality of education. At the same time, it brings significant changes to the roles of students, teachers, and school, especially in adapting to modern and digital learning environments. These changes will ultimately shape the future of education and prepare students to become capable and responsible members of society. Now, let us move on to topic 5, which is the role of a teacher as an educator. A teacher is not just someone who delivers knowledge in the classroom. In reality, a teacher plays a much deeper and more meaningful role, which is to shape the development of students as individuals. This includes not only their academic achievement, but also their values, attitudes, and overall personality. Therefore, a teacher must be seen as an educator with a strong pedagogical spirit. To begin with, one of the most important characteristics of a teacher is their personality, or what we refer to as sasya. A teacher must demonstrate good moral values, positive attitudes, and professionalism at all times. This is because Teachers serve as role models for students. Students do not only learn from what teacher says, but they also learn from what teachers do. For example, if a teacher shows respect, discipline, and responsibility, students are more likely to develop the same values in their own behavior. This clearly shows that a teacher's character plays a crucial role in shaping students. In addition to that, a teacher must also possess strong professional knowledge. This includes understanding various fields such as educational philosophy, psychology, sociology, and the history of education. These areas of knowledge help teachers understand how students think, behave, and learn. For instance, knowledge in psychology helps teachers identify students' learning needs and differences, while sociology helps teachers to understand the social environment that also influence students. As a result, teachers are able to plan and deliver lessons more effectively according to the needs of their students. Furthermore, ethics is another essential aspect of being a teacher. Teachers must uphold high ethical standards in their profession, such as honesty, integrity, and responsibility towards students. This means that teachers must treat all students fairly, respect their differences, and always act in their best interest. Ethical behavior also builds trust between teachers and students, which is very important for creating a positive learning environment. Besides that, teachers are also expected to practice a strong work culture. This includes being disciplined, committed, and able to work collaboratively with others. Teaching is not an individual task, but a shared responsibility that involves cooperation with other teachers, school leaders, and even parents. A positive work culture will help improve the overall quality of education and ensures that students will receive the best learning experience. Now moving on to a very important concept, which is the pedagogical spirit of a teacher. A teacher with pedagogical spirit teaches with passion, dedication, and a genuine concern for students. This type of teachers does not only focus on completing the syllabus or preparing students for examinations, but they also focuses on developing students holistically. They care about students' emotional well-being, motivate them to learn, and inspire them to achieve their potential. For example, a teacher with a pedagogical spirit will take the time to understand students who are struggling, provide guidance, and also encourage them instead of simply judging their performance. This shows that teaching is not just a job, but a responsibility that involves shaping human lives. In today's modern education system, teachers are also required to master digital skills. This is because the integration of technology in education has become increasingly important. Teachers need to be able to use digital tools such as presentation software, video editing platforms, and online learning applications to create engaging and also interactive lessons. This will align with the requirements of digital learning objects which are used to stimulate students' interest, curiosity, and participation in the learning process. At the same time, teachers must use digital technology ethically and responsibly. This includes respecting digital rights, ensuring the accuracy of information, and using technology in a way that benefits students' learning. By doing so, teachers are not only enhancing their teaching methods, but also preparing students to become responsible digital citizens. This topic is also closely related to the elements of GPPP in terms of communication. Teachers must be able to present ideas clearly, confidently, and effectively so that students can understand the content being taught. In terms of critical thinking and creativity, teachers need to design learning activities that will encourage students to think deeply and explore new ideas. Creativity is also important as teachers are expected to produce innovative teaching materials, especially through the use of digital learning objects. In addition, the use of digital facilities, which is part of LD3, plays a significant role in supporting meaningful learning. By using digital tools such as videos, animations, and interactive slides, teachers can make lessons more engaging and easier to understand. This will help students to improve their learning experience and will support the goals of modern education. In conclusion for this part, a teacher as an educator plays a crucial role in shaping students' development. A good teacher must possess strong personality, professional knowledge, ethical values, and a passion for teaching. In addition, teachers must be able to adapt to changes in education by mastering digital skills and creating meaningful learning experiences. This shows that the role of a teacher goes far beyond teaching content, as they are responsible for shaping the future of individuals and society. After understanding both topic 4 and topic 5, let us look at the most important part of this presentation, which is the connection between the aspiration and direction of education and the role of the teacher as an educator. From topic 4, we have learned that the Malaysian education system is guided by clear aspiration through the Falsafah Pendidikan Kebangsaan, the FPK, and also the Pelan Pembangunan Pendidikan Malaysia, the PPPM. These frameworks emphasize holistic development, critical thinking, values, and the integration of digital technology in learning. However, these aspirations will not become a reality without the role of teachers. This is where topic 5 becomes highly relevant. The direction of education directly shapes what is expected from teachers. For example, since the education system aims to produce students who are balanced in terms of intellectual, emotional, spiritual, and physical aspects, so teachers must also adopt teaching approaches that support holistic development. This means that teachers cannot focus only on academic achievement, but they also must nurture students' character, values, and emotional well-being. In addition, the aspiration to develop students with critical thinking and leadership skills requires teachers to move away from traditional teaching methods. Teachers must now create learning environment that will encourage students to have discussion, problem solving, and active participation in class. This clearly shows that the direction of education transforms the role of teachers from knowledge transmitters into facilitators of learning. Furthermore, the emphasis on digital transformation in education also has a strong implication on teachers. As mentioned earlier, the integration of ICT is one of the key focuses in improving the education system. Therefore, teachers must be competent in using digital tools to design meaningful learning experiences. For example, teachers can use videos, animations, and interactive platforms to make lessons more engaging. This is not only will capture students' attentions, but also helps them to understand complex concepts more easily. At the same time, teachers must ensure that the use of digital technologies is ethical and responsible. This includes respecting intellectual property, ensuring the accuracy of information, and guiding students to use technology in a positive way. This reflects the importance of digital skills under HPP6, where teachers are expected to apply technology effectively and responsibly in teaching and learning. To make this connection more meaningful, I would like to present a short creative element through a song that reflects the role of teachers in shaping the future of education.
In every dream, the system draws a vision shaped by guiding laws. Beyond the books, beyond the grade, a brighter path for minds is made. But dreams will rise onward every question, every try. We teach them how to reach the sky. With values, thoughts, and voices clear, we guide them through a changing year.
This song represents how passionate educator, guided by the aspiration of education, can inspire students and create meaningful learning experiences. In conclusion for this section, without teachers who are dedicated, innovative, and equipped with the right skills, the aspiration of education cannot be achieved. Teachers are the key agents of change who transform educational goals into meaningful learning experiences for students. Therefore, a passionate educator and a well-directed education system must work together to shape a dynamic and effective education for the future. Finally, we have reached the conclusion of this presentation. Throughout this presentation, we have explored the aspiration and direction of education in Malaysia, as well as the important role of a teacher as an educator. From topic 4, we understood that the Malaysian education system is guided by a clear philosophy and strategic direction, which aims to produce holistic individuals who are not only knowledgeable but also possess strong values, critical thinking skills, and a sense of responsibility towards society. At the same time, from topic 5, we have seen that teachers play a crucial role in bringing these aspirations into reality. A teacher is not merely a transmitter of knowledge, but a role model, a facilitator, and a guide who shape the overall developments of students. This includes not only their academic success, but also their character, emotions, and values. What is most important is the strong connection between these two topics. The aspiration and direction of education provide the vision, while teachers act as the driving force who implement and realize that vision into the classroom. Without teachers who are dedicated, innovative, and passionate, even the best education plans will not be effective. In addition, this presentation has also highlighted the importance of meaningful learning pedagogical capacity, or KPPP. Elements such as communication, critical thinking, creativity, citizenship, and the use of digital technology are essential in creating meaningful learning experiences. Teachers must not only understand these elements, but also apply them effectively in their teaching practices. In today's digital era, the role of teachers has become even more challenging and significant. Teachers are required to master digital skills, use technology responsibly, and create engaging digital learning objects that can stimulate students' interest and participation. This reflects the importance of applying digital skills ethically and effectively as emphasized in HPP 6. As a future educator, this topic has given me a deeper understanding of my responsibility. Being a teacher is not just a profession, but a mission to shape the future generation. It requires passion, commitment, continuous learning, and the ability to adapt to change in education. Before I end this presentation, I would like to leave a final thought. Education provides the direction, but teachers create the journey. In conclusion, a dynamic education system and passionate educators must work hand in hand to produce individuals who are not only successful in life but also capable of contributing positively to the society and the nation. Thank you. That's all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.